Hello everyone, this is my presentation of recommendations to Howmet Aerospace. The first we show here is the stock market over the last 10 years, and then what we're mainly going to be going over is this dip between 2019, 2020, 2021, and even 2022, but that one doesn't have a lot of indications. We're mainly going to be looking at this huge downfall right here, that red line on 2020, because that's the effects of COVID-19. Here we go. We're looking at the threats now. What are we gonna do to solve it? What do we need to solve? The biggest threat to Howmet Aerospace is the economic downturns will decrease the demand for air travel, leaving no demands for new aircrafts. This is what we're going to be going over later with our objectives, and also the public health crisis of COVID, and what we can do to stop this downfall from happening in the future. Here are the objectives: limiting market volatility in Howmet Aerospace. We must focus on these three objectives: cash reserve, diversification, and stress test for the companies financially. The first thing we need to focus on is how is Howmet Aerospace doing compared to its competitors. So I took the S&P 500 aerospace and defense stock price and compared it with Howmet Aerospace, and we can see that they're just growing and growing over the years, and Howmet is staying the same, not really growing or anything like that. So, and I'm sure we can see here from 2019 to 2020, we couldn't even grow because of that health crisis that was going on. So here's my first comparison, and then also the company compared to Howmet and Pfizer. This we're going to come back to here in a second. I want to explain the main point of cash reserve. So the main point of cash reserve is we're going to be holding on to some of that cash that we earned and not spending it into our own company for the whole reason of whenever the market crash. Oh, no way. Whenever the market crashes, we can just hold on to that money, and then whenever it crashes, we can put it into something else that is doing a lot better, and that company is Pfizer, because we knew when COVID was going on, the demand for aircraft shut down, but what we didn't know is that thousands or millions of vaccines had to be spread throughout the world, and everybody needed a vaccine, and Pfizer was the company to do that. So at this time, when COVID was coming on, they could have noticed that that they had $1,577 million cash that wasn't being used, and if we would have invested in Pfizer with $200 million, that would have given them 13 million shares of Pfizer. Howmet holds on to these shares and understands that this company is going to gain value because they're selling so many vaccines and doing so much for the pandemic that these would have gained value. They would have held on to it. And then now in 2022, when the pandemic was over and Pfizer selling millions of vaccines, Howmet could have go ahead, sell those same shares that they were holding on to, 13 million of them, for $31 now, because here in 2022, it's at 31. We bought them at 15 in 2019, and then we sell them, and here's the calculations. We go ahead and create $213 million of investment funds returned. This income could have compensated for this big drop from 2019 and 2020 in the Howmet industry. So that is going to be my main recommendation to Howmet Aerospace, and thank you for watching.